Today, we're diving into a question that comes up for almost every designer. CorelDraw versus Photoshop. Which one is better? By the end of this video, you'll have a clear understanding of the strengths and weaknesses of both programs, and you'll know exactly which one to choose for your next creative project. Let's get started and break it all down. First, it's important to know what each program is best at. CorelDraw and Photoshop both have superstar reputations, but they play in slightly different leagues. Imagine you're an artist choosing between a set of fine point markers and a box of paintbrushes. They'll both make great art, but the techniques and results are very different. CorelDraw is your go-to for vector graphics. Think logos, scalable illustrations, or crisp, clean brochures. Photoshop, on the other hand, is built around pixel-based image editing. So it's perfect for photo retouching, digital art, and even crafting complex compositions. Let's take a closer look at CorelDraw. This software, brought to market by Corel Corporation way back in 1989, has come a long way. You'll find an arsenal of advanced tools like the Artistic Media Tool, Shape Tool, and Zoom Tool, each designed to make vector design smoother and more intuitive. If you're someone who needs to create artwork for print, like posters, packaging, or marketing materials, CorelDraw excels because vector graphics can be resized infinitely without any loss in quality. That's crucial for branding work, where your design needs to look just as sharp on a billboard as it does on a business card. CorelDraw also offers a straightforward, user-friendly interface, making it surprisingly easy for beginners to pick up. Plus, it's light on system resources, so it'll run just fine on most computers, even if you're not rocking the latest hardware. And if you're budget-conscious, CorelDraw tends to be more affordable compared to other professional design software. But keep in mind, its focus is mostly on vector graphics. So if you want to edit photos or create 3D artwork, you might feel a little limited. And one small thing, those intricate vector files can get pretty large, which may slow down your workflow, especially if your projects start getting complex. Now, let's move to Photoshop, perhaps the most famous name in photo editing. Photoshop, from Adobe, is all about pixels. Its vast array of tools lets you do everything from touch-up headshots to layer together surreal digital paintings. Photographers swear by it, and digital artists use it to bring their ideas to life. You can open just about any image file you can think of, and the template library is so extensive that it often feels like you're starting your design halfway done. If your work involves advanced image manipulation or tasks where realism matters, like retouching skin, compositing scenes, or creating web designs, Photoshop is probably the better fit. That said, Photoshop does have a steeper learning curve, and it's kind of resource-hungry. If your computer isn't up to speed, you might experience a little slowdown when you're working on big files or using intense effects. It's also only available by subscription, so you'll need to factor the ongoing cost into your decision. Let's compare them side by side. CorelDraw is the vector champion. It's cheaper, more approachable for beginners, and ideal for anything that needs to be printed at any size. Photoshop takes the crown for photo editing, digital art, and projects where you need pixel-perfect realism. CorelDraw supports features like direct barcode insertion and multi-page layouts, while Photoshop offers advanced 3D capabilities and is more versatile in file formats and detailed image editing. Ultimately, which software is better totally depends on your creative needs. If you lean toward logos, print design, or illustrations, CorelDraw might be your best friend. If you're focused on photo editing, digital art, or complex compositions, Photoshop is probably the winner. Don't stress if you're still deciding. Plenty of pros use both, depending on the project. If you found this breakdown helpful, go ahead and hit that like button. Drop a comment if you have any questions or want to share your experience with either tool, and don't forget to subscribe for more tutorials like this. Thanks for watching, and happy designing!